Hello. Let's go. Oh, hello. Okay, let me get it up here. Okay. What am I doing today? What am I doing today? I don't know. I kind of forgot what I was doing. I haven't touched this since last stream. Usually I at least touch it a little bit. I was just trying to go through and fix my sounds because it was annoying me so much. I guess I can finish doing that. I feel like I'm playing the wrong sound on projectile hit. Arrow projectile. Get component by class. Yeah, we shouldn't do that. We should do get mob audio component from entity. Mob audio. And I guess this is going to be on the target entity. Is that an entity? Yes. Okay. Get impacted. Oh, I can't do that. I have to. Yes, of course. Of course. Yes, of course. Okay, I think that probably is good. The noodles. Noodles. Okay, that'll probably work better. No, it won't. Play random sound mob audio. Oh, right. Yeah, that would make sense. Why is it, what sound is it playing? On damage sounds? On the ammo weapon. Arrow. EP. Their damage. Do you have damage sounds on you? Yeah, that's not the sounds that I'm hearing. That is not the sounds that I'm hearing. Is this a game? Yes, it is. Welcome in. Yeah, let me get closer. Yeah, that's working great. Why? I get farther away and it plays a different sound? Where the fuck is that happening at? Where the fuck is that happening at? On shoot projectile notify. Play random sounds, load sounds. No, it's gotta be this, right? Weapon damage sounds. So wait, where's the bow? Weapon DP. Now I have to go find it. Now I have to go find it. Is it this? Sound. No. Is it this? That sounds so dumb. That sounds like a whiff, like a thunk. That one sounds better. But wait, is it uh-oh, we don't switch back. There we go. Alright, so those sounds are not the correct sounds. We are playing the wrong sounds here. Also, yeah, we never hit that. So we are not even evening. And I guess that makes sense because there's no mob audio component on the target. Draconin, welcome in. But I did notice one issue that we can look into. Sound's not that important. It was just kind of annoying me, kind of a little bit. I guess we do more animation stuff today. I'll try to get that all ironed out. I would hope we can, but I didn't switch. I'm supposed to be able to switch back and forth. Like auto attack is on, so I'm not pressing anything. When I get into melee range, I switch to melee, beautiful. But then I go back into here. I should be firing my ranged weapon automatically. There we go, there's a pip. Do I have... The toggle auto attack is active, so you should be... You should be doing things. You should be doing things. Why aren't you? Why can't I break point here? Hello? What's the... I thought, Am I being dumb? Where is the breakpoint at? Why can't I breakpoint here? I can breakpoint here. There we go. Now the breakpoint shows up. Okay, I don't know what was going on with that. Okay, so we're still not getting there. That's supposed to be the little loop-de-doop that checks if we're in range. Should auto attack continue? The ability is still active, so we didn't end it. Refresh auto attack. Are we getting anywhere in here? What happened to my... Am I still melee swinging at all? No, everything is broken. Why? Where did we get to? I wonder if we're just waiting for this part right here. Oh. So we probably got to should auto attack continue. It was true. And we checked if it was in range. Is within range. Melee range or ranged max range, which if I have a ranged weapon, that is going to be a non-zero number. Then we check should auto attack continue again. Should have, but we should have ended the ability if we hadn't continued at all. And it has been active the whole time. It has been active the whole time. Oh boy, I should just have a tick function. I should just have a tick function, shouldn't I? All of this should probably be done in C++. Hello, welcome in everyone. Good morning. Should auto attack continue? Refresh auto attack. What if we started auto attack and then maybe tags didn't change? What are my tags right now? Show me my tags. Is auto attacking is true. Could trigger ranged attack. And not at melee range and less than max range. Yeah, I feel like, let me look at my, do I have the tag listeners? What tag am I listening for? I don't think I logged those. Add remove gameplay tags. Active. Oh, I have effect listener. Where's the, don't I have a tag listener thing? Do I not have them? What do you do? Wait for tag entity change. Take me to your leader. Okay, I'll find it myself. I will find it myself. Wait for tag owner change. We add to what now? Tag change handlers entity data. We add it. Why am I not logging it then? Oh, it doesn't have. Okay, yeah, we don't have the function. Let's add it. If with editor and if. What do I call it? Individual log status category or something like that. Yes. Yes, give me that signature. Okay, yes, that. And then AI, can you please figure this out for me? It would be very nice. Handlers is what we want to map through. Gameplay tag, tag change handler. I really just want to know, I guess, the tag and then the change types, I suppose. Hello, welcome in. Doing some game dev today. The category will dot add. Can't type today. We will dot add element dot e. That's the tag. And then I guess I want to changes. Sure. I don't know that I care about that. We will go changes plus equals. Jesus Christ, this is doing so much. No, I just want enum get value as string handler dot change type. Okay, that's what we want to do. So then I'll do changes there. Element dot key, probably dot toString, right? Yeah. Changes plus equals plus comma. Left chop inline. 2. Okay. Give me that. I'm going to put that on the attribute changed. Entity data. Although this one's going to be different. Because I only care about just logging the attributes. I mean, that's meaningless. That's meaningless. I don't care about that. I do want to see what tags we're listening for, though. So let's rebuild that. Wait, was that a query? Or is that a wait for? That might have been... No, I think it was just a wait for tag change. I think it was just a wait for tag change. Have a good day, you too. Thanks for stopping by. Welcome. Welcome into my little game dev stream. Thank you for being here. I like to stream game dev in the morning before I go to work because I really enjoy doing it. It's a lot of fun. I am working on an RPG, Colony Sim Roguelite, procedural, destructible terrain, and AI-generated quests. All of those things I said have some sort of foundation built for them. I will say it doesn't look great at the moment. Not particularly, polished or anything. We're still pretty early on. Still just using placeholder assets and stuff like that. So, what I've been doing recently is I wrote my own ECS system. Oh, okay. Now we switched back that time. But now we're not switching to... We are not switching to Melee. I built my own ECS system, though. And I did that so that I could run the entire world. And then I needed to rewrite the game playability system within Unreal Engine. It's a built-in Unreal Engine thing, and it's quite nice. Quite nice. But it was not performant enough. Oh, I should probably do a T-set, shouldn't I? Although, seeing duplications is useful. Elliot, welcome. Morning. He's auto-attacking. Tag remove. Yeah, we're like, we need to like cancel that because there's way too many happening. That might have something to do with it. Just say wait for tag change. Is there like a cancel on here? Yeah, cancel. Oh, Jesus. Scoot you on over. Okay, does that make my, does that clean it up a little bit? Thank you for the sub. Welcome. Okay, we switched. Okay, now we're stuck. Could not activate ability, ranged auto attack ability. I see. Okay, so that's a bit illuminating, isn't it? It is a bit illuminating, so... Yeah, we didn't cancel it. Oh, I guess we need to, like, actually remove it from the tag listeners, too. I should maybe override this. Can I override that? Okay, cool. Yeah, let's override that. That's probably important for all of these. I didn't do that, did I? Override Cancel. Yes. Yes, please. And I guess we'll just call deactivate as well. What does the super cancel do? Just set ready to destroy. Cool. Well, let's deactivate first. Probably won't make too big of a difference, but yeah. Okay, so therefore we actually remove it from the entity data. Are you making a game? I am. Looks kind of fun. It is. It's a lot of fun. That looks buns, not gonna lie. Thank you. It's very kind of you. Okay, get that over there. All right, let's try that again. I guess we're just fixing the auto attack right now is what we're doing. We were working on animation stuff yesterday, which I hate. Okay, we switched to melee swing. Push back to ranged. Wonderful. Back to melee swing. Oh, it's working. Okay. Okay, now we're stuck. Okay, what happened? What happened? So we could not activate ranged ability. I presume it's because we were not within range. What are my tag listeners here? Bro, they're still not getting removed. What is this? Yeah, we're never reaching that. Oh, we're only removing from the tag query handlers. I need to put the handler. I'm using the wrong function. Classic tag. What's the what do I call it? I don't have the tag here. If we're under tag change. Query. Wait. Is it a query? Wait for entity tag change. Wait for entity tag change. Oh, it was the complete wrong file. Okay. Yeah, that would make sense. That would make sense. Wait, gameplay tag task. Wait for gameplay tag. Wait. Did I just hear a RuneScape sound? No, you probably heard a WoW sound. Wait for entity tag change. There we go. Recall deactivate, and we're actually using the right function there. Okay, rebuild that. Hello, my name is Emmanuel, and I just recently my C++ journey. Well, congrats on recently your C++ journey. Any advice for a junior? Have fun. Maybe a wrong function, dude. Thank you. Thank you. How funny it would be to actually like try and debug via YouTube Shorts chat. Oh my god, the world would burn down. That was working better. I don't know if that was just a coincidence, though. It was probably just coincidence, because nothing actually changed. I have a feeling what's happening is like there's a 1 frame delay in execution. Get rid of all these except for ability system, yeah. Tag change handlers, right, good. There's only 1. And melee is actually, yeah, I guess we never like remove the final one, yeah. I mean, that's fine, but we are removing now. Anyways, yeah, we couldn't activate the ranged auto attack ability. And I know there's like a 1 frame, probably a 1 frame delay between things, so that is happening too much. The should trigger ranged attack. You know what we should just do? I wonder if we should just always try to execute both abilities. And then instead of canceling this every time, just have a tag listener for both at all times. If this ability is active. Also, if that's not, we should end. We should end if that's not available. Let's do this. We're gonna change things up here. Give me that. Give me another one. Okay. Tag, you are going to be ranged auto attack. You are going to be melee auto attack. Tag removed, yes. Only trigger once, false. Okay, so get rid of that. Hang on, undo. And then the changed can go into there. Yes. I'm gonna put a print string in place of this, just so I know. And I'll say waiting for tag change, or I'll say maybe something a bit more descriptive than that. Waiting for auto attack to end. There we go. So we don't need that. Okay, should auto attack continue? I think it should. But now what we need is to just try and execute both. We need to just try and execute both ranged and melee auto attack. Which, where the hell do I do that? Start auto attack. There we go. You know what? Fucking do both of them. Get that out of here. We're just gonna fucking do it, okay? Is that okay with you guys? Get that out of here. Okay. First of all, does it just work? Okay, what the fuck? Oh yeah, the melee auto attack always works. Yeah, okay, so this is yeah, this is working as intended, I think. Just firing a fucking arrow from the tips of your fingers in a T pose. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's right. Really, it's like we should just always try and trigger the ranged auto attack, maybe? No, we shouldn't. Radiant, welcome. Nice, yeah. such is working on animation things. Funny things happen. I still like just only having the 2 change handlers at all times. But what I was working on was like, he should be firing like when you go into and out of range. Like, you know, it's gonna be like vanilla WoW, right? Like melee weaving is kind of what I'm working on, I suppose. But it's not. I wrote my own ECS, and so there's like a frame delay from when you activate an ability, so you don't know like whether or not it was successfully activated or not. And I think what's happening here is like, I check here like if we should trigger the ranged attack or the melee attack. And it's based on range, right? It's targeted melee range. You know, are we in max or are we in ranged range? And I think there's the frame delay is the range changes within the. Oh no, wait a second. We should also be, there's the dead zone. This is when you're in the dead zone. This should be happening. I feel like this should be happening. Give me a print string here. I want to know if we get here. That's the wrong direction. Oh, this is gonna be so fucky. Yeah, that is technically correct. This is, you may not like it, but this is peak blueprint performance here. I'll just say dead zone. That should show up on screen. Okay, give me the bow. Okay, we're shooting. We're meleeing. Hit him, whack him. Okay, so I should be in dead zone. Did I get that log? Did I get that log? Dead. No, I didn't. No, I did fucking not. Bro, what's this? This is game dev. Hey everyone. I'm working on a video game. Thank you for the subs, guys. Let me show you guys the actual fun stuff. So I'm working on an RPG, Colony Sim Roguelite, with procedural, destructible terrain. Here's my procedural terrain algorithm. My pride and joy. My pride and joy. This is just one small section of a very large open world that is being generated. Eventually we'll have a bunch of different biomes and stuff like that, and different zones and whatnot. Spawned on the side of a mountain. Here is the world map, also procedurally generated as well. Each of these different colors is like a different zone. And so you see if I like hover over them, if you look up here at the top, it has like all the stats for like, each pixel is like a terrain chunk, so it'll have all the stats and stuff for that terrain chunk. And it'll have the name of the zone. Like this big blue one here, the cyan one is Ashenfang Wastes. This one is the Engineer's Workshop of Invention, which is not a good name. Twilight Spire. Deep Song Grotto, Waterstone Lake, Maelstrom Coast, which is not a coast. That's very inland. That is landlocked. Mornwood Vale, Icefang Peaks, Raven's Roost. And then where am I? I'm right here. Shadowfell Crossing is where I'm at. And so what we saw get generated was a radius of about this size on the world. It's a very big world. And ideally, each of these zones would have like a different biome and stuff like that. I only have like 2 biomes right now. My default one is this forest one. Let's go run around. Ow. Ow, my bones. Okay. Wow, I just kind of fell a little bit there. That's okay. So we have underground caves as well. We have the underground caves. And this seed just happens to be a particularly good one. Happens to be a very cool looking seed. But eventually, you know, I'll have, and I had this before and I kind of turned it off, but usually I spawn like a bunch of entities in the world and you can like recruit colonists, and I have like a building system. So you can build things, you know, you can build like a little base and you can tell your colonists to like build stuff for you and forage for mushrooms for you, and they can also haul things. It's like when you chop down trees, there's tree chopping as well. Which I will, I still need to get the colonists to do that. And this is dynamic tree chopping. So wherever your axe hits it is where you chop. There you go. And then I got some wood for that. And then you can drop the wood in the world or something. And then if you do that, like your haulers can haul it back to like, you can build like little chests and stuff like that. So a little bit of colony storage there. Put some wood in there, you know. So not like any like super refined gameplay loops yet or anything, but we do have some working functionality. Here is like a cave that's so big that it's not fully getting generated. Because I don't have the generation radius turned up. And the shadows aren't... I should probably turn up the shadow distance, too. I did not anticipate there being caves this size. And this one, we've explored this one before, but it goes way the fuck down. Like, you can see all this stuff spawned here. Like, there's terrain chunks that are going to be down there. So this cave goes even further. It goes deeper. It goes deeper. Eventually, we'll have some ore spawn down here, very a la Minecraft, for which we can go and extract and exploit. And there will be children to send into the mines. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. We will get some children spawned into the mines. So yeah, that's what I have, and I'm working on an ECS system, as I've mentioned probably 7 times already. But kind of what I want to go for with this game is, like, I love Colony Sim games. I love games like RimWorld. It's one of my favorite games of all time. So I'll be heavily inspired by that. But what I want to do is I want to build a colony here where I'm at. I want to be able to run all the way over to the other side of the world, and I want my colony to still be running. If I send some guys out to the forest to go chop trees, I want them to actually have to run to the forest, chop that tree down, bring the fucking wood back. And if there's any bandits or wolves in the forest, I want them to get attacked, whether I'm there or not. And I want that to be true for any colony that I build anywhere on this world. You can add rules to generation for caves to spawn ruins of forgotten civilizations and stuff. I will be spawning points of interest, yes. But yeah, there's much work to be done on the world generation, stuff like that. However, it's good enough for facilitating the rest of my gameplay for testing, so probably won't be doing points of interest or anything like that for quite some time. And I think the first thing that I'll do is probably do NPC ran colonies. That's probably the most important thing for me. I do want the world to feel very alive, and so I want all of the NPC ran colonies to be running as well, right? And I want them to have like their own like kind of factions and their own agendas and initiatives that they want to do. You know, maybe you have like some warmongering colony faction in the neighboring zone, you know, and they're like kind of spreading, or maybe you have a colonization kind of faction colony that's just trying to build a bunch of colonies all over the world. Maybe there's a mercantile type colony, you know, and that'll just create different things for the players to interact with. And then I have AI generated quests. I have like a little AI generated quest system. They're not like super like completable or grounded at the moment, but I can go talk to a colonist and click generate quest, and I dump like all my item database and stuff into a Gemini prompt because it has the million context window, and then I tell it to generate like a quest in a JSON object, and it does that pretty well, honestly. Pretty well, honestly. So yeah, what I'm going for is like Vanilla WoW plus RimWorld plus Hades. Is kind of the vibe that I would like. So lots of different classes to pick from. Not an MMO by any means, but lots of classes. Each class has lots of abilities to choose from. There are talent trees. This is my like super shitty talent tree. But I'm thinking like, you know, every few levels, as you level up, you'll get a choice between 3 random abilities unique to your class. And so you'll start to create like your kit as your build as you level up through the world. And you'll have to pick talents that are complementary to that, because talents will be static. Those won't change per playthrough. And then when you die, you'll start over at level 1. You know, you'll start, your build will start over. And hopefully it will have enough abilities that is fun and interesting and exciting and different each time. What's the name of the game going to be? I have no fucking clue. It is just called My Project at the moment. And my mantling settings are all fucked up, which is causing me to just run through everything. So yeah. Let me show like the ECS. Like, so what an ECS is, Entity Component System. Elliot's being facetious. He knows what it is. He knows what it is. And what I want to do is spawn like 1,000. This is 1,000 guys. They're spawning, so it's a little laggy. Why are you guys so laggy? Stop that. Oh, because the vlogger's running. Yeah, don't run the vlogger. That's gonna lag. That is gonna lag. There we go. Yeah, that's 1,000 guys all on screen, which if you did that's like impossible to do with traditional methods, right? Like if you're you're spawning actors and actor components and stuff like that, you're not even gonna get anywhere close to 1,000. You're gonna probably get to like 20 to 30 before you realize that your performance is tanking quite considerably. Thanks for the subs, guys. Welcome in, everyone. What's an entity? Elliot? An entity is just anything. It could be anything. An entity is just an ID, really, in the system. An entity is just an ID that you relate data to. The data is the C in ECS, which is component. I call it entity data because component is something different in Unreal Engine. Finally, someone playing a survival and crafting game. Wrong. I am making an RPG Colony Sim Roguelite. What's hogging your frames right now? Right now? I mean, I haven't done any parallel processing yet. So it's just CPU time. I haven't done parallel processing yet because I want a more direct performance comparison from before. So yeah, it's just the entity subsystem, and then also Slate, of course, but we're an editor right now, so it's not true performance. Not true performance. But 1,000 all in editor at 30 FPS, only using one thread. That's pretty fucking good. That's pretty fucking good. And we can do combat too. So I rewrote the gameplay ability system, which is the built-in Unreal Engine way to kind of do gameplay abilities and stuff, which it's a fine system. And let's not do 1,000 because it does get a little laggy. Let's not do 1,000. Let's do like 500 or something. Yeah, a lot of fireballs happening and stuff. A lot of fireballs happening. Goddamn 20 ms. Elliot, shush. It's actually pretty fucking good. Good God, these. I don't clean up the fireballs, so those are just gonna continue on into the ether. Oh, and my dead animation is not working at the moment. We should fix that. The greens have won. What are those guys doing? Jesus Christ. Oh my God. It's the death ball. Holy shit. God. The rendering on the particle effects. Yeah, it's just some shitty old fireball that I got for free, so it's not good. Yeah, all the guys standing still are dead, and they're not playing their dead animation properly. How long did it take you to get to this point? It's been about 3 years now, but I didn't know anything about Unreal Engine or C++ or anything before that, so it's been a learning journey. And yeah, so all of those guys, like, I think the impressive part to me is that, you know, we're not just doing like for the ECS, we're not just doing like, I don't know how to say, like pre-baked movement. We're not sharing anything. Like every single one of these colonists has like an independent state tree with arbitrary logic in it, executing at runtime, all on a single thread. And so I have 7 other threads to move this to. So if we take 20 divided by 8, so the one that I'm currently on plus 7, that's 2.5 milliseconds per frame. You know, maybe that's some napkin math right there. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you know, you may see, like in RTSs, I know they do like pathfinding sharing. I don't know if that's the right term for it, but essentially, like in RTS games, you'll have hundreds of units, right? And when you select a group of them and you send them somewhere, they actually share pathfinding. Like all of these have independent pathfinding. Like there's nothing shared between all of these. So I think that's the cool part, is that all of these are going to be independent entities doing their own things. And I wrote my own velocity and gravity processing, which could be a lot better. What's the worst thing right now? State tree processor. It is the velocity processor, actually. 4.9 milliseconds. followed by the state tree processor. State tree processor, probably not going to get much better, I'll be honest. Probably only going to get worse. I mean, maybe there's some things I can do. Maybe there's some things I can do. I do want to split up the velocity processor a little bit. I think gravity should happen separately from velocity. And I think that can speed things up too. Taking these processors and shaving them down into like really bite-sized operations, I think will improve performance significantly. How long have you been at this? It's been about 3 years. It's been about 3 years, both learning game dev and working on this project. Learning Unreal Engine, learning C++, learning how to make an ECS, learning how to do procedural terrain, all of that. Okay, let's do an AoE ability and just watch that pop the fuck off. Hello? Uh-oh. Why are you mad? Why are you mad at me? Skip? What happened here? Okay, I don't know what the hell that was. There was a curve time evaluation. Interesting. Why get channel time? I wonder if that always happens. Is that a consistent issue? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? You have worked in the past. Yeah, I guess I've never. Yeah, this is a different way to do it. Why is this so laggy? What is happening? Get channel time. Yeah, I don't inherently see anything wrong with this, but then there's like some memory allocation issue. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, Stack Overflow. Oh, yeah, no wonder it was fucking laggy. I didn't notice that part. Why did we get a Stack Overflow here? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. On anim finished. Executed bound. Why are we executing that over and over? On anim finished. Get on channel time finished. We end current. Oh. Is the ability active at this point? Let me check. Is active is true. So the ability has not ended yet. I think that's likely the issue. But I did end here. We called end. Oh, but try end ability doesn't happen until the next frame. Right. Right. I see. And then this happens immediately. I see the issue. Okay, how do I want to fix that? I mean, if I call end, that should be ending the current animation, right? If it was canceled, it does. Okay, let's just comment that part out for now and see if that fixes things without causing issues. Pray for me. Pray for me. Hi, what have you rebuilt in gas? Everything. All of it. Except for stacking. I haven't done stacking yet. Effect stacking. Yeah, I spent about the last month doing that. It was about 3 weeks, I think. Yeah, I rewrote it into my ECS, such that it is more performant. Actually, I find it easier to work with now. Yeah, that's gonna happen. That's fine. Okay, we canceled. We canceled the cast. Nice, nice. On channel time finished. On anim finished. I guess I need to know which anim this is. Well, if it's the looping animation, that shouldn't be finished. Okay, I broke everything. So I have this like ability anim queue that I wrote. It used to be a component, but I changed it into an ECS processor. And so the past few days I've been working on getting my ability to animation system like back working. So everything's like kind of wonky right now. Okay, let's go back here. So we're just gonna plow ahead. Go back to just one other entity. Give me the vlogger, that's very important. And then just give me this, go boom. Okay, what happened here? The name of the music is in the music player on the screen. Bits and hits is what you're looking for. Activating ability Blizzard. Let's, I don't want stage 3 or mass. Trigger current ability anim, cool. We added the spellcast Omni. And then we added channel cast Omni. Yeah, that's the loop one. And it says no current anim starting next anim. Channel cast Omni. So we just skipped the first one? New incoming high prio anim. Channel cast Omni again. In current anim, build unit 0. Casting. Bro, the queue is all sorts of fucked up. What am I doing here? Let's step through this in our heads. So we start the cast ability, right? I guess I also need to open the Blizzard ability. Okay. If we're not aiming, we will aim. On input confirm. If we're aiming and it's not confirmed, we start casting. Start cast ability probably adds that already, right? There is an animation instance. We link it. Cancel on move. If get cast time less than or equal to 0, which I think we probably would hit. I think we probably would hit that. Yeah, we do. So we hit on cast time if we return on cast time finished. Which I don't think we override or anything. No, we don't. Okay. Finish cast anim. I don't think we don't use a montage or anything. Get cast spell anim. Cast spell anim. Okay. Austin, welcome. Thank you for the raid, of course, my dude. Hope you had a good stream. How's your vibe? How's your refactoring? I'm a little sleepy today. A little sleepy vibe. But otherwise, okay. Get channel time. We do channeling. Yeah, that's all. That looks fine. Mosquito tag data, add loose tag, channeling. Yeah, so we get here, we start the cast bar. Apparently we cancel the cast bar too, though. Channel loop calculator. We just add that into queue. Loop calculator. What did I see? The spellcast omni channel. It's probably channel cast omni, right? Get channel loop anim. Channel loop anim. Yeah, channel cast omni is what it is. In the meantime, it is 8 seconds. We are getting 8 seconds there. Sleepy as well. Autumn. Yes, it's very autumn vibes. Coffee probably adds some extra energy. Plus, your good music vibes, very chill. Yes, I do. The music is wonderful. I'm very glad I get to play this music. Nostalgic, you know. Your current ability anim. Yes. What is happening? End current anim on Blizzard. Why? Trigger current ability clear. WoW channel cast Omni. And then we do spell. It gets out of order, I think, is the issue. I think the things we're adding to the queue are getting out of order. On cast time finished. So I don't add anything to the queue first. We get to on cast time finished. We do finish cast anim. And then we do this ability calculator here, which should be low prio. It's a low priority. So yeah, this one gets kind of put to the back of the line. Oh no, it's a high priority one. Okay, we mark it as high priority. Okay. So we add that to queue. I guess the problem is if it's high priority, I insert. Okay, yeah, that's the issue, I think, then. Any high priority anim goes to the front of the line immediately, so I almost have to add these backwards if it's a channel time ability. So we add that in finish cast anim, and then I add another one here for get channel. So I think this one, if we just flip this, it's good. And I'll just say, what do I say here? Anim queue before cast anim because high prio anims go to the front of the queue. Q-U-E-U-E. Q is such a weird word. Right, guys? Y'all ever think that? Y'all ever look at a word and like, why is that a word? Q. That's a letter, not a word. That's a letter masquerading as a word. Like, I'm just gonna throw a bunch of fucking vowels after myself and act like I'm a word. Fucking poser. Okay, let's see if that works any differently. Wow, you really do this. What did you expect? What did you expect? I'm out here. Okay, we still just like, it just still fucking gets canceled. Beautiful. That was such a nice such a nice anim there. Okay, so we skipped a bunch of logs, I think. What? Let me restart that. Add ability to queue. Spellcast Omnis are in queue, and then we add Spellcast, one in queue. No current anim starting next, which is Spellcast Omni. Good. Process next in queue. Anim in time, 0.67 seconds. We trigger the current ability anim. The rest of it is like attribute stuff. New incoming high priority anim. I see, and then it just gets replaced. I see, I think. And then it just gets replaced. Okay, so the problem is I have two animations. Yeah, I probably just shouldn't add the second one until the first one's done. Is that just going to be an easier way to do this, I think? This might be my favorite song on the track here, on the playlist. So we're going to take this loop thing. On anim notify. So now we want to do on anim finished. From scratch? Well, no programming is done from scratch anymore, right? I'm not making my own programming language. Else if ability anim. Get channel time is greater than 0, and let's maybe also spell it correctly. So if channel time is greater than 0, and what's it from again? That was from Legend of Zelda. That was the Song of Storms. And not be canceled, of course. Well, if we're canceled, let's just do this. If be canceled, just return early return. The game is going to be an RPG Colony Sim Roguelite. Do I want to check the actual anim on here to see if this is the cast anim? Is that actually what we want to do? I think it actually understood. The AI actually understood what I was trying to do. And so yeah, add the channel loop calculator there. Okay, let's try that and see how that goes. Yeah, I have this new animation system, so trying to rework. What are you doing? What are you doing? No move temp? No move temp. Yeah, trying to rework my abilities to fit within it. Yeah. The get channel time should be assigned to a variable. It is. It is returning a variable. The function is there such that it can be overridden by child classes that need additional logic. Well, the animation happened. Could not activate ability. That's not true because it tried. Could not activate ability. Why? Wait, why? Let me try that again. My dude's never heard of getters. Yes, getter functions are a thing. Well, that started. It started. I might have been moving on the last one, that's why I canceled or something. I mean, the check with the greater than 0. Were they not in different scopes? They are in different scopes. Only one of them will happen. Okay, add ability to queue, adding the cast anim, no current anim. Okay, we're triggering the spell cast. Did I actually, I kind of want to step through that again and look a little bit closer. Did I actually perform the spell cast? So there's like, the spell cast is the one where he goes from like standing to putting his hand up in the air. Then the loop is when he keeps his hand up in the air. That's the two anims we're talking about here. Deal does that have a deal damage? Nothing happens though as a result of that. Yes, but you can do it earlier in variable. Why would I want to add an extra line of code? That does not help for readability at all. So we did get to anim in time. Okay, I guess my condition just didn't get reached. This condition didn't get reached. Let's rerun that again. Maybe, I don't know C++. Well, thanks for offering your support, despite not knowing the language. That's very helpful, thank you. Okay, yeah, we don't actually get here. Is cancel true? Then you give it a name. I've been a software engineer for 10 years, so I understand how variables work. Okay. Yeah, why aren't you getting reached? Let's throw a breakpoint in there. Okay, you don't get reached at all. Okay. I thought you were. On anim end. Hello? Bueller? End current anim ability ended. Anim end time reached. Did I not? I thought I had the on anim end properly handled. Oh, I wonder. I'm not binding to it probably. Yeah. Sorry. New system. Still learning. Still learning. Where is the who's what's it that we're doing here? I do have the oh that's the loop calculator. I need to add it to the finish cast anim. This guy. So we need to add the on anim end, on anim finished bind u object. Well, I guess I could do separate functions here rather than doing a condition. That'll be a bit more clear. This is just a reusable one, but let me copy that. This is going to be on cast anim finished. On cast anim, well, that's in the base class. That's not what I want. Finish cast anim on cast anim finished. Yeah, we can just do that. On cast anim finished. Do you think your moves will be able to animation cancel like ESO if you use them simultaneously? The combat's gonna be more so like vanilla WoW. Imagine that. Oh, the animation canceling, like, is not really a part of that. The abilities are authoritative in a sense, not the animations. And then this is what I want there. I also need to check if, yeah, we still need to check if it's channel time. Or maybe I only bind to it if channel time, if we are a channeled ability. Okay, see, now here is a case where I would want to reuse the get channel time. Still not going to put it in a variable though. Okay. Okay, let's try again. Oops, wrong one. Yeah, that assertion is so annoying. I need to fix that. Okay, we're still fucking canceling. On anim finished. Yeah, that happens. That's not the one we want, though. We want this one and this one. Okay, we do get to on cast anim finished. Okay, we are adding the channel loop anim. Okay, so what's happening then? What is happening? New incoming high priority anim, the channel cast omni. Wait, how does that gets added like immediately? Why is that getting added immediately on cast anim finished? Finish cast anim. We do finish cast anim. We add this, which let's rename this. It's no longer. On cast anim finished. Then we make the loop calculator and add it. On cast anim. Wait, so why did that happen immediately? Why did that happen immediately? It happened out of order again. Finish cast anim. On cast anim finished. And then we add the fucking loop one. on anim finished. Let me look at the end current anim. So if I see end current anim, the on anim finish is already triggered, which is right there. Okay, I gotta run that one back, because this is not this ain't making no sense to me as to how that happened. I am like I did do like the animation. Spellcast Omni, yes. No current anim starting. Spellcast Omni. Anim end time 0.67. Trigger current ability anim. Yeah, so this one like executed correctly. I don't know. Was I just moving during the other one? Because moving should cancel it. Tick anim, deal damage, which doesn't do anything. Tick anim end time reached. Add ability to queue, adding. Add ability to queue is a terrible name because it's not adding an ability, it's adding an anim. Then we get the channel one. End current anim. Cancelled, yes. Which, let's, oh no, that needs to happen like that. Never mind, never mind. Trigger current ability. Wait, go back to that. Trigger current ability anim clear. Yeah, this is all looking right. No current anim starting next. Cast Omni. Process next. Oh, we canceled the ability right there. In current anim. Be canceled. Ability ended. In current anim. This should be end ability on anim end should not be true. Or the cast. Where's the cast? Should only be true. Cast ability anim. Dot B end ability on anim end is false. There we go. That is the key. That is the key. There we go. But it didn't hit him because he walked out of it. There we go. Okay, we finally got it working. Jesus. Jesus. Look at all those numbers. Look at them. Look at them. Yes, yes. All your experience are mine. The amount of XP I'm getting. You spawn separate widgets for numbers. Yeah, I kind of have a shitty system for it right now. But yeah, they're like, I have a floating text component that adds little widgets on screen. Eventually, I think I'll change them to do like the Slate stuff that like the Lyra project uses for on-screen, like nameplates and stuff. I think eventually I'll do that. But yeah, they are right now just separate widgets. Like, what do they call them? The widget component, I think. Oh, I think each one is an actor, actually. Let me see. Is it a separate... Am I spawning a separate actor for each one? I think I might be. Animation. Oh no, it's a widget. It's a widget. Floating combat text. Wait, user widget. Actor. Loading text actor. And then we add... What am I doing? Widget. I have one widget. I did this so long ago, I don't even remember what I did. I cast it to floating combat text. Here's a user widget. Initialize. I think I spawn a separate actor for each one. It's not ideal. Not what I would call ideal. Yeah. There's a separate actor for each damage number. Oh, that was one of the first things I think I did here. You can tell because of the camel cased. It was when I was still camel casing my variables like an Unreal Engine noob. Anyway, what you did was impressive. Thank you, man. Thank you. How much you charge? If you have to ask, you can't afford it. That's a quote from Beerfest. It's a Beerfest quote. What's a ZJ? If you have to ask, you can't afford it. Okay, that fixed. I wasn't even like, I don't even know what I'm doing today. I don't know what my primary goal is. I think I was just trying to, what was I trying to do? Is this a no-code tool? Do you know how to code? Oh, my sweet summer child. This is called Unreal Engine. And yes, I know how to code. Back to this issue. Yeah. We never get to that dead zone, huh? So we just like activate the ability. It would be really nice to work in a tick function into the entity ability base. I think that would make things a lot simpler just for that ability though. So I don't know, maybe I should make a base class for the auto attack or the toggle auto attack ability specifically. And then just make it a tickable U object. And then I don't have to do, I don't think I would have to do things like that. I may not even need to delay until next tick there. This one, yeah, throw me a breakpoint there. Couldn't even transition to the melee swing. Yeah, do I care about working on that right now? What do I care about working on right now? So, I mean, I guess I should finish up whether or not I want the NMQ processor to work this way. I think for the most part it's working. What else do I want to test before I commit what I have here? I should probably test like weaving, casts, and melee attacks. Let's actually make sure all the melee attacks work. I think I just got dual wielding working yesterday. Okay, equip. Well, dude, the toggle auto attack just needs work. Missed. Stab. Stab. Okay. Let's try that again. Let's do these things. Boom. Okay, that was a little weird. How would you approach a situation when your NPC can get dynamic life values, health, shield, mana, can become shield? Would you use meta attribute or something else? I mean, they can be dynamically added to the NPC. I mean, that's all stuff that the gameplay ability system would handle. Are you asking how to do it within the gameplay ability system? Or just like what type of framework would I use? But yeah, the ability system I wrote is not so different. In terms of functionality. Oh wow, we actually got to that. But like, yeah, all of my entities have attributes on them. Here's all my attributes. You can make an attribute for shield. Yeah, all health and mana can all be dynamically affected by gameplay effects, which are generic, just data-driven things now that have different pieces of effect data on them. That effect data can be like an attribute modifier, it can be like a duration piece of data, so they can be infinite gameplay effects that last forever. They can be instant gameplay effects that only last for a single frame. They can be duration based, they can be periodic, you know, to where they trigger every X, you know, time. Meta attributes, that makes me think you're asking how it should work within the gameplay ability system, because that's a concept where you just keep an attribute around just for calculations, which in my system I don't use those, but yeah, that is a thing for the base. You use two-hand. Yeah. This is I'm wielding a two-hander right now. The two-hander. Really shitty animation, but yeah. The two-hander. Okay, yeah. The auto attack just sucks. The toggle auto attack ability is just all sorts of fucksy-wucksy broken. No. You suck. Thank you. Welcome in. Yeah, happy to have you here. Maybe you could try and work on a parry or block action. Yeah, not working on new abilities right now. That's not the primary objective I have at the moment. I'm trying to figure out if my new animation queue processor should work. Oh, and I wanted to rename this function. Add anim to queue. Yeah, I think I just need to, I think this works for the most part, and I think what I need to do is just work on the toggle auto attack ability more. So let's go ahead and commit this. 56 files, misc fixes. Rewrite ability anim queue into processor. Change anim ability anim q calc q later into ability anim structs. I think this works. I'm actually interested to see now. Let's do a testy test. Colonist, let's do enemy. Which one of you guys has the fireball? I think the colonists have the fireball. Yeah, change that to melee. And let's spawn 500 or something, I don't know. So there should be no, I think there should be no timers now. So let's trace that. I should make the dead animation work. We should do that real quick. Yeah, I think maybe the montages don't work at the moment, but we should fix the montages. That combat was over very fast for 500. Let's look here. One of these. Let's look at one of these first frames here. Wow, state tree processor doing a lot. So those tasks that I have for like executing and deciding on abilities are quite expensive. I'd find a better way to do that. But we have no timers, so that's great. Love that for me. Where's the NMQ processor at? 2.7 milliseconds. I don't know if that's better or worse than the timers. It's a bunch of fireballs. The timer manager tick was 11 milliseconds there. I don't know how many entities I had. State tree processor was taking up 29. This might have been 1,000. We might have been doing 1,000 there. Let's try 1,000. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Oh, I was still like initializing there. Okay, NMQ processor 3.4 milliseconds compared to what was that other one I was looking at? Was it you? Go to a timer manager tick of 12.3 milliseconds for the ability NMQ. Yeah, I'd say that's a win. I would say that that's a win. So basically from 12 milliseconds down to 3.4, give or take, because it's not a one-to-one, not a one-to-one comparison by any means. But yeah, I think that's an improvement. Overall tick time, yeah, down like 10 milliseconds. Still kind of slow for 1,000 though. Is how would you approach that problem? Because a gameplay effect does something to a specific attribute or works with execution calculation. Maybe you would send an interface or something to actor to let him handle. No, I mean, a gameplay effect can 100% affect an attribute. That's like the main thing that they're for. So health is an attribute, shield is an attribute, mana is an attribute. Mana can become shield. Like, if you wanted to make an effect where mana became a shield, I think what you would want to do is you would have an effect that modifies the both mana and shield attribute. And if I'm not mistaken, there is an attribute-based magnitude that you can put on the attribute modifier. And you can say, hey, set mana to 0. Or I guess the first one would be set shield equal to mana. with an attribute modifier coefficient of 1. So 1 mana becomes 1 shield. And then the next modifier that you have is setting mana to 0. If you want to change mana into shield, right? That is all 100% a part of the gameplay effect and gameplay ability system. And I don't know, like you seem to be caught up on the dynamic part. Like that, the dynamic part is the whole point of the gameplay ability system. Like you can apply gameplay effects whenever you want to. Okay, do I want to add like a fucking tick? A ticky boy? A tick function to this? I kind of do. I kind of do. I kind of want to make a subclass for this. Entity ability base, and this is going to be toggle auto attack ability. We are going to do public f tickable game object. Oh, then don't I need like this stat? Go back to that. Don't I need like the stat unit thing? Yeah, get stat ID, we need that. And then tick. There we go. Okay, get stat ID. Yeah, that. And then tick. I think I'm just wanting to make a... I think I'm just wanting to make a little function that we can call from blueprints. Blueprint native event. Void tick BP. We'll just call it tick BP. Tick BP. Delta time. This Java, no. It is C++. Is there anything else I would want to put in here? Let's go back and look at our toggle auto attack here. What else do I want to put in there? I think all this just makes sense to do in Blueprint still. I just want like a little tick interface. So let's go ahead and rebuild there. We will reparent that blueprint to this class. I mean, maybe I should call this like tickable ability. Hang on, let's call this tickable ability. Change that to tickable ability. And then maybe we do a U property, edit anywhere, blueprint, read, write, tool is tickable. And then is tickable or is allowed to tick, which... Is tickable or is allowed to tick? Use is tickable. And set tickable tick type to change the tick type. Oh, Jesus Christ. Of course they have to make it like more complicated than just a fucking Boolean. Conditional. Always, never. Do I care about it? No, it's just always gonna tick. Just always tick. I don't. And then rename this to ticking ability. New ticking ability. Okay, now rebuild. How dare you ignore my comment? Shame on you. Yeah, I don't give into demands. Thank you, by the way. Just the idea was that you can add and remove dynamically health, shield, mana from NPC. Like imagine a spell that adds NPC some shield, therefore all damage should first damage shield. Yeah, I mean, that's all. That would just be all a part of your damage calculation. So damage would be a meta attribute. What game are you making? It's going to be an RPG Colony Sim Roguelite. Worm Buffet. Welcome in. Okay, toggle auto attack. Let's reparent you to ticking ability. Yay. Tick BP. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so what do I want to do now? What do I want to do with tick here? I guess I should check if is swinging. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Is auto attack allowed to start? Do that. Go to auto attack, continue. It's not allowed to start, and we are swinging. Should auto attack continue? I don't know, some of this might be superfluous at this point now. Do I check range here? Should auto attack. I think we're just gonna be like starting auto attack all the time, even if we're not in range. If not, sorry, but what platform is this again? Unreal Engine? Is that what you're looking for when you mean platform? Auto attack continue. If not, okay, yeah, I guess let's just like copy the rest of this. Is it difficult to get into CDPR? I wouldn't know. I've never tried to. Is swinging. Or should, oh no, is swinging. Do I have my own documentation throughout the project? I'm gonna go with no. I'm gonna go with no. If should auto attack continue, We delay until next tick and then wait to be in range. Do I still need to delay until next tick? I don't know. I don't know. If we are within range. I check, should auto attack continue again? Which seems weird. You thought I was working at CDPR? Why would you think that? I'm curious on how do you manage it all. I presume it gets complicated. I don't know. I just sling code, dude. I don't know. This is just free time hobby programming that I don't like. I don't like treat it like a job where I'm like writing documentation and tasks and shit like that. I mean, like I have a doc with like to-dos and shit in it, but like this is like all super rough. I mean, so I guess this is your answer, like. These are actually done now. But. Yeah, I don't treat this super seriously. Slinging, yeah. Okay, so if on tick, if we're allowed to start, start it. If we're not allowed to start, we're gonna check if we're already swinging. If we are already swinging, do nothing. If we're not already swinging, should auto attack continue? What case would that fucking be? Which is, if we're not like rolling, if we're not doing locomotion, other things, or currently. It's basically like if we're not swinging, which is swinging. Okay. Yeah, so it's basically like if we are not attacking because we're doing some other thing that's not some other locomotion, some other blocking thing. Should auto attack continue? So basically just like if this auto attacking is applied for the lifetime of this ability. So it's basically just like if we have a target that doesn't have certain tags. Oh, if they're in build mode, I'm not gonna swing at them. Okay, I mean, it's probably not correct. Should continue. Okay, so that should probably be true. Like as long as I have a target, it's true. And we are within range. And we are within range. We should start auto attack. If we're not in range, we'll just wait for next tick. Let's see what happens there. And then these guys, when this changes, actually, I don't know if we need those anymore, because now we're just going to check on tick. Gaming. I am working on an RPG Colony Sim Roguelite with procedural terrain. Get current target. Why are you bad? Access none, trying to read real property character. Character is none. Get subsystem. Entity context object. Do you not have a, oh, do you have a null world? Is that the issue? Oh. Wait, why would that be breaking now? Why are you breaking now? Let me rebuild that and see what's going on. My type of content right here. Well, welcome in, Mike. You guys want to see? You guys want to see what's going on? Okay, that saved. Wonderful. Okay. Yeah, why would character be null here? Yeah, maybe we don't want those at all anymore. Put those back there where they were. Yeah, so I'm working on an RPG, Colony Sim Roguelite, with procedural, destructible terrain. And what is this? I can't even play the game anymore? Can't even play the game anymore? Toggle auto attack. Oh, wait, what is this CDO ticking? Does the CDO tick? Why? I can't even click play anymore. Is tickable. Why is it ticking? Oh, I think I know. Yeah, I need to do some conditional ticking here. Okay. Let's override those other things. Okay, I know it's, yeah, because I spawn abilities to check whether or not they can be executed. Tickable tick type is, I guess, just always going to be conditional. It is always going to be conditional. Yeah, that's a little confusing. Conditional, and then let's do that U property thing that I was going to do. U property, edit anywhere, blueprint, read write, bool B is tickable. And then is tickable. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now do it. Now rebuild. Hello from Vietnam. Hello over there in Vietnam. Software engineer here. Plan to learn some game dev next year. Why next year? I want to pay myself to take time off and get some serious deep learning and experience. Why not start now? Why not start now? Honestly, I probably shouldn't have made that edit anywhere. That property. I feel like I probably shouldn't have done that. It'll be fine for now. Okay, so I want to set it to be tickable once we get here, basically. Yeah, so set is tickable. Yeah, set that to true once we get there so that we're not ticking prematurely. Okay, now we can play. Now we can play the game. So as I was saying, I am working on an RPG Colony Sim Roguelite with procedural destructible terrain. Here's one small section of the world. It's a very large open world. This is getting generated. This is just based off of a seed. This just happens to be a really fucking cool seed that I found. It's got this really tall, like, wall. These are actually two different zones. Like, this is a zone over here, and then this is a zone down here where it's, like, super low. And so that's probably the border between these two zones right here. And I'm just falling. I'm just falling. Yeah, everything's still spawning in. But this is the world map. Each pixel on here is a terrain chunk. So what I'm generating right now is a radius of about this big. And then there's the whole world. So a pretty large world. We'll probably need to make it smaller. Yeah, each of these zones theoretically is a different biome with a different set of terrain noise parameters, different assets, different mobs. You know, I want to get there. We only have like 2 different biomes at the moment. And then I put that off till later because this is good enough for now. Now I'm working on like gameplay and stuff and underlying systems. We have the underground caves, which, you know, concavity is already like a giga pain in the ass to do. And then the fact that I was able to get that done with procedural terrain, it was very difficult. Ignore the super stretched textures that look terrible. But yeah, it looks pretty sick. It looks pretty sick. Eventually there'll be some ore spawn down here, very a la Minecraft. Go explore and collect and exploit the world's resources. Will the game be free? Probably not. Yeah, probably not. But the game's not coming out for another 20 years, so don't hold your breath or anything. You'll have money by then, I hope. Working on a project right now, don't have capacity for it right now with work and some classes. So you're working, you're taking other classes. You are also working on another project and then also want to learn game dev. You've got a busy schedule, my friend. You've got a busy schedule. I have dynamic tree chopping. Oh god, it's so laggy. Hang on. We'll fix that, don't worry. Oh, now I just swing forever, but yeah, so dynamic tree chopping, wherever my axe like connects with the tree is where it will chop it at. I actually have to make it connect though. So I can chop up there. Oh god, it never stops ticking. It never stops ticking. It was marked unreachable. So did I not clean up the ability? What are your flags here? You were allegedly marked as unreachable. Maybe I should also check if is active. I mean, I still don't want things to be ticking. Or I do just do and B is active. There. Don't edit anywhere. Initialize to false. Explicitly. Rebuild. Yeah, that's why I said next year after I'm done with the project and class. Yes, I was trying to acknowledge that. But yeah, that was a little bit about the game world. I'm currently working on this freaking auto attack, this toggle auto attack ability, which has taken so much of my life away from me. It has taken so much of my life away from me. I remember like it was yesterday, the literal days that I spent making it the first time. Thoughts on the learning curve before getting into a good workflow with game development? I'm not sure what you're looking for there. Yeah, there is a learning curve, but there's a learning curve with anything. So, okay. Let's go back to our test level here. Play. Oh dear. Oh dear. That's too many. It's too many. No. It's fun to watch. Just one, please. Just one. Okay, I am not continuously swinging. Where's the vlogger? The vlogger. Active abilities data is empty, but I have 2 of the same auto attack in here. They're not. I'm a little curious if there's U objects that are sticking around. I know there should be a CDO one. What is the instancing policy here? It is instanced per actor. That does make sense. Okay, what happens if I just like start and cancel it a bunch? How many do we get in there? Okay, there's only 1 now. That's fine, I suppose. Back to... Okay, yeah, it's being fucky. It's being fucky. Blueprints plus C++ is crazy. Why? That's the traditional workflow. I would think for most studios, they use both. Yeah, why are you being so lame? This must be the CDO. Yeah, it is coming from Slate, so this is probably the CDO. From the action bar slot. Can activate against current target. Why has this never happened before? Because this issue should have been pre-existing. If the CDO can't get the world, then this should have been happening before, but I don't think it ever was. That issue only happens when you use AI for your work. I'm not sure what you're talking about, but thank you. Okay, so for now, let's just do this just to get the crash to go away. We'll investigate further. uworld. If world. Yeah, we can do an if and it there. Let's import that. New world. Okay. Okay, let's rebuild. There is a shortcut trick for the issue to be resolved, use Control+A, then click on delete. I think that would actually cause more issues. I think that may cause more issues. The guy is straight troll. Yeah, I'm aware. YouTube Shorts does that. I have 3 choices. I have 3 choices. I can ignore it. I could ban them, which is the choice I picked least often because it's just more hassle than it's worth. Or I could engage in some way. And sometimes it's hard to tell. Like, I don't know if people are just generally don't understand, in which case I'm happy to explain things. Ow. Can I get a guy that doesn't attack back, please? Can I get someone who just willingly accepts? YouTube gets so wild, I have a hard time telling trolls from bot. Yeah, me too. So I don't want to be like, you know, the big part of live streams is engaging with chatters. So I don't want to just ignore people at all times. I also don't want to be this is okay. We're never hitting that breakpoint, which is odd. I also don't want to dissuade people from like potentially being or potentially not asking questions or something. Should they want to understand? Speaking of trolls, hi dude, I have a job. I have a job. Okay. I should switch to... Okay. There should be a dead zone here. There's like a very small dead zone. Yeah. And I go out of that. Okay, this is working a lot better already. This is working a lot better already. Okay, he's dead. He's dead, bro. You should stop. You should stop. This is your passion, right? So let's make it fun. Yeah. Should auto attack continue? Target has any tags? Dead. He should have been dead. Did I have the vlogger on during that? Of course I did. I guess I can check now though. You should have the dead tag. You should have the dead tag. Where's applied tags at? You're in here somewhere. There we go. Yeah, he's dead. He's fucking dead. Get entity-owned gameplay tags. Yeah, we add loose tags in there too. Does your boss know you are exposing game code? You know, I don't think Sundar cares very much. Yeah, Sundar Pichai doesn't really give a shit what I do in my free time, I don't think. I think he's got yachts to worry about. Yeah, so this should be... Let's go here. Can I get a proper breakpoint, please? Just, I need it... Of course. I have to, like, guess which one we're on here. Okay, we're still just not even getting there. Dude, I just want to... There we go. There we go. Okay. So auto attack allowed to start. Is swinging. Yeah, we are swinging. Okay, so we're just going to continue through here. Is it allowed to start? I don't think we ever... Do we ever get here? Do we ever get there? No. No, we don't. Okay. So what I want to do with the toggle auto attack ability, like I always want you, when you click the auto attack ability, I always want you to swing once. And this is going to be for tree chopping, for mining, for stuff like that. But then it'll continue if you have a target. So if you don't have a target, it shouldn't continue. And I guess I'm not checking. I think I should check. I think I should do that. Actually. How fucky is this gonna get? Yeah, oh yeah, there we go. It fucked up. Oh, it fucked up, alright. Subsystem, yeah, everything's fucked. So you're creating your game from scratch or just adding new features and new textures? Yeah, from scratch. I didn't find an existing game. if that's what you're insinuating. Yeah, and as a matter of fact, I haven't added any textures. So yeah. I've barely done anything on the rendering or asset side of things. Mainly just working on features, functionality, performance, that kind of stuff. Okay, let's continue with our test, our little testy test here. Let's just see if this works better. Okay, so swing. Let's get rid of that for now. Oh, now we're not doing anything. Now we're not doing anything. Yeah, how do I make it to where it? Maybe I should just start auto attack. Yeah, maybe I should just do one of these here. Just first, so that that's the one we always do first. Stop compiling blueprints during runtime. It's dangerous. It does like cancel immediately. Yeah. Because we do should auto attack continue, which. Right, so if we're... This doesn't check range, though. I assume we get here, right? Yeah. So that's what ends it. Should auto attack continue is false. Why is it false? Why is that false there? Okay, hang on. Get rid of this. So if it's allowed to start, and it should continue, you know, we are within range. We're not auto attack. We get here, and it was probably... I thought it would be false at first. Oh, you know what? We probably want to delay a frame so that the ability can actually start. Otherwise, I think we just do multiple. Yes. Now, yes, good. Good. Okay, so I'm not in. It did end the ability there. It did end the ability there. Not what I wanted. Let me get rid of this piece of shit now, too. Goodbye. 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 Okay. Stop. God, I gotta tell myself to stop compiling at runtime. I'm gonna break things. I'll actually get rid of that. Where did that? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, that's a bug. Okay, I just unequipped that into oblivion there. Don't know where that went. Okay, so I swing once, and it cancels. Good. When I have a target, though, we shouldn't cancel it. We just shouldn't start the auto attack. Do I have active abilities right now? No, I don't. Okay. We just have some sticking around, I guess? Did those ever get cleaned up? Oh my goodness. Why are those not getting deleted? Why are those not getting deleted? Oh. Oh. Okay, the auto attack is auto attacking, yes. Should I be adding... I should probably be adding the loose tag if I'm not. Maybe that's something I forgot to do. Adding the auto attack tag. Is that it's not an activation owned tag, is it? It maybe should be. Activation owned tag. Do I do activation owned tags? Yeah, I guess I do. I guess I did write that functionality in. So can I just add auto attack? Then I don't need to do that. Okay, I am in auto attack stance. Oh, and I click off and it cancels. Oh, that was actually exactly what I wanted. Okay, no target. Cancels immediately. I have a target. We're going to stay in the auto attack stance. Oh, beautiful. And then I should start swinging. Oh, I start swinging when I get back in the range. Okay, now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. Okay, back out of range. Nice. Oh, it's working. Okay. How many exist? Okay, there's only 2. Default and the current one. That is exactly what I want. So I'm going to spam it a bunch here. Uh-oh. Okay, we queued up a bunch of shit. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, there's a bunch of active melee auto attack abilities. Now that is, I suppose that is instanced per execution. So I guess what I need to do is... Is auto attack allowed to start? if it's allowed to start that, and we can just always do that delay. Okay, let me add a little comment to this. Delay so that the ability can activate. Okay. Clear. Clear. Spam it. Spam it. Okay, he should have been continuing to swing. What happened here? I still have an active ability, I guess. What are my tags? Where are my applied tags at? Hello? There it is. So I still have auto attack melee on. Okay, I seem to have Fuxy Wuxied the anim Q, maybe? I think I have. What would have happened there? I guess we need to go backwards in time. We're going to the magic treehouse. Activating toggle auto attack, ending in the same frame. Remove tags is auto attacking. When did the loose melee tag get added? Is that a part of the melee? That activation owned? It is. Okay. So this has to do with the life cycle of the melee auto attack ability. When did you last get activated, sir? Only one of you ever got activated. So your tags just didn't get removed properly. Okay, so that's an underlying ability system issue with my system here. It says ability ended 1. The ability did end. The ability theoretically got ended. I mean, I don't ever see it get removed, though. So I guess I just call the end ability, don't I? I don't like do a try end ability. That's the issue. That's the issue. End current anim. We shouldn't be calling the end ability. We shouldn't be calling. Oh no, we called the cancel. We did that. So try end ability should have been queued up unless something else happened. Weapon ability. End ability. There's no end ability there. Melee auto attack ability. End ability. Yeah, we just call end. So that... Is there end ability data happening here? End ability data. That should have been populated at some point. So there is end ability data that got added here. That might have just been for the toggle auto attack though. Yeah, let's go to the end ability data. If with editor ID if. And if this needs to be void get visual, come on AI, you can do it. Visual log status. Really, you're gonna make me? Okay, no, that's wrong. You're gonna make me go find it. Okay, make me go find the signature. Okay, for each ability. No, not a for each. If ability category dot add ability good name. If ability class, do that, yeah. Okay, so now we can see what's in there, which will be helpful. That was working pretty well until I started spamming client end. It still seems like the melee auto attack ability is not getting canceled, but we'll see. Oh, I can only cancel one per frame. Yeah, that's why. So the melee and toggle auto attack tried to get canceled in the same frame. Excuse me. Why can't I do that? Because it's a T-strong pointer? Is that your issue? Oh, it's an undefined type. Okay. Fine then, keep your secrets. No, we want end ability. Let's go to the private folder. Now import it. Okay. Not inline. Yeah, that's an issue. So I've been thinking about a solution for this. So I have a command buffer in my ECS, which means when I want to add or remove entity data, it's latent. And if I add data, the same data type to the same entity twice in the same frame, the second one will override the first one. That's how that would work. And this has been an issue that has been coming up more and more. So I think a solution is that I should like get or add a piece of data and then add to it, basically. And then I can also get data from the command buffer, which can access a staging ground. Okay, we're gonna test this with, okay, we did do the weapon delay right there, which is good. Okay, dead zone. Dead zone, melee range. Oh, that animation link is jarring. The weapon to cast one is nice, but then I get here and man, that was jarring. Okay. That might just be like the shittiness of my animation. I don't know what that's from. Oh yeah, terrible animation there. Okay, so okay, that canceled. That did cancel. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna test it in mixing it in with some casts here. It like saves the. It's not clearing the anim queue, I think, there. Because I think he still fired the arrow that he queued up. Which I kind of like that, actually. If the animations could handle that, I might not mind that. The problem is I think it would actually clear out... It would clear out melee, though. Why are you not in the right stance? Yeah, it needs to clear out all of the, because I think there was a lot queued up there in the ability entity data queue, which now that we're here, let's, if with editor, oh, I need to add this, where was the other one I just did? Yeah, I need to wrap that with the macro too. Got that. Okay, and so I basically just want to log the queue. So let's add the current anim. Current ability anim. Should I add a new I think I want a new category. And actually, let's make a should I make a little lambda function here. Queue category auto. Oh my goodness. That was pretty close, though, all things considered. Yeah, they need to be strings. F string from priority. Oh, we can do uenum. Uenum get value as string. String anim wait time, F string, annotize floats. That one's going to be popular. True false. True false. There we go. Ability, anim, priority. Okay, yeah, that all looks great actually. So add ability category Hang on. What do I do for like the title? I've forgotten. I have forgotten. Is this C#? No, it is C++. Endability data. Where is the... where is this fucking called from? I've forgotten. I have forgotten. This is like from proxy. It's like from proxy actor or something, right? Entity arc. Oh. Oh, you have to initialize it with the name. Got it. Okay, let's do that. Name. Add ability anim category. Name. Yeah, current ability anim. Yeah. There we go. Beautiful. Actually, do I want a name for these? Let's make the name for these the animation name itself. This is in Unreal Engine. Okay, so now we have that information logged in the debugger. That'll be super helpful to see how many animations we have queued up in there at a time. Okay. I'll grab a drink. Alright, game dev. Bro, can you make it full screen or something? Why the screen follow the mouse? That's because you are watching on the vertical stream. And if I made it full screen, it would be very tiny, and you wouldn't be able to see a thing. So I've hired a guy named Paul, and what he does is he's holding my monitor. Like, you can't see it because he's like behind the camera, you know, but he's holding my monitor. And then he moves the monitor around to follow my mouse. So that's how that works. If you want to watch full screen, I have another stream that is horizontal that has the full screen, both on Twitch and on YouTube. So yeah, if you prefer that, I would encourage you to go check that out. You can find them. Find links to my Twitch or my YouTube And you can find the stream on my YouTube channel, the other stream. It'll be the one without the hashtag shorts on it. I now can see it normally in your channel, but why is the stream different? Because it's a different stream. I don't know if you're trolling at this point or not. Yeah, I have to set it up differently. I have to set it up differently for horizontal. Okay, give me one moment. I already found it until you see it, bro. I have no idea what that means. It's a personal project, yeah. Personal project. Oh no, I'm T-posing. Oh no, I'm T-posing. Why did I T-pose there? So I didn't have the... I didn't link it? Did I not link the anim class? So what I wanted was the vlogger. Start that. Yeah, how many do we have queued up in here? Where's my ability anim queue? God, this needs to be fucking alphabetized. That would be nice. I should do that. Yeah, there's a lot in there. There's a lot in there. Yeah. Brother, which you are using for this game development? Which language? This is Unreal Engine C++. I had to say goodbye to my girlfriend because she's heading out. I was going to say you could more than likely put them in chronological order. Well, chronologically doesn't really make sense because this is everything that happened. This is what the current state is for this frame. So chronological doesn't really make sense there. Okay, what do I want to do about this? So I don't clear the queue. I don't clear the queue. I forget what I was doing in my old system. I could look it up, but let's just speculate instead, because that's more fun. So in my old system, did I clear the queue when a high prio anim came in? I think canceled should maybe be true here. I think that should maybe be true. Indability cancel. So indability cancel. We would call the canceled, right? So we would get to, yeah. So I think actually doing canceled true there will do it, because we're gonna get to the melee auto attack ability, and we'll get here, which means we're gonna force indability, which should clear out. Yeah, I think that was the missing key right there. One little boolean, one little baby boolean. Actual coding in 2025. Yeah, I thought they killed all programmers. I thought they took them out back. AI codes everything now. No, they forgot me. They're like, ah, no, his code is dog shit. We don't need to kill him. He won't hurt anybody. Imagine the times that, yeah, so things aren't always about productivity or time. Sometimes people can do things because they enjoy them. It's not always about how fast you can do it or how much money you can make. Sometimes people just enjoy doing things. And also, I can tell you guys aren't very experienced programmers, because you would know that ChatGPT can't solve every problem and it doesn't write perfect code. And when a application or program or a code base gets large enough and old enough, vibe coding kind of starts to break down. It doesn't really work that well, and honestly, you know, it sometimes can actually take time away from you for unfucking the mess that it created. Okay, let's switch here. Yeah, we still have a bunch in there. Activated abilities data. Yeah, we have a ton of active. Oh wow. Oh wow. Yeah, that's a lot of active abilities. That should not be happening. What do I want to look at here? Anim queue. Yeah, we got a bunch in the queue still. Okay, so that didn't help us there. Yes, you need to edit it, but it's always faster than fully thinking it yourself. Well, I mean, maybe for you. Yeah, maybe you fully thinking something. Yeah, imagine fully thinking something in 2025. Ugh, having your own thoughts, solving your own problems. Oh my goodness. It's always faster to use AI. You can read the code to check though. Okay, so here's the, I'll tell you though. I'm speaking as a senior software engineer who has been writing code since he was 16 years old. I've been writing code for 14 years. I've been getting paid for it for 10, right? Here's how the flow goes, okay? You have to, first of all, you have to prompt by implementation. In a sufficiently large code base, you have to prompt by implementation because it will not use the proper functions. It will make new functions. It will make incorrect functions. It will put things in the wrong place. It will re-implement things that are already implemented. It will even just implement things completely wrong. So you can't even just say, hey, I want this behavior. You can't even say that. You have to say, use this function in this file to connect this thing to this thing. Make sure you call this, include this very specific business logic that we wrote a design doc on. And so you have to make a really, really detailed prompt. That's how you have to start, right? So I'm already typing out a bunch of fucking shit already, right? And okay, you hit enter, you wait several minutes, maybe like 5 minutes, up to 5 minutes. We'll say, I'm gonna say somewhere between 2 to 5 minutes for it to do its thing. And if you're using the coding agent, it will take even longer because it's going to run tests. You're going to say, hey, run the builds, make sure it passed, run the tests, make sure they pass, implement the tests correctly. You're going to say shit like that. And so it's going to take a while. And then, maybe, depending on how long the prompt is, that whole process takes you maybe 30 minutes. 30, 45 minutes, because you also have to find all the function names, copy paste them, find the classes. You have to add all those files to context as well. Make sure it has the right context to it. Some editors are better, I know Cursor has some like automatic context gathering and stuff like that, but in a large code base that is years old, you will have to give it the context to make sure it does the right thing. You will have to tell it exactly what to do. At that point, I'm just going to write it my fucking self. Because I can write code really fast because I've been doing it for 14 years. I can think in code faster than I can think of how do I fucking engineer this prompt to get the AI to half the time do the right thing, right? Because even after that process, it's not going to get it entirely right. It's never going to get it entirely right. Sure, sometimes it can get it like 80% right, and that's great. And that would be a time save. It would be. That would have saved time. But it's not consistent. What we have is really jagged AI that's really fucking inconsistent. It goes off the fucking rails. That also costs a lot of money to run, only for it to fucking be wrong, you know, some of the time. And I'm talking about large code bases here. I'm talking about what software engineers actually get paid for, right? I'm not talking about your hobby weekend project where you wipe your ass with a prompt and shit out some UI. You know, that, yeah, vibe coding, AI, great for that. Great for that. Great for shit you don't care about. It doesn't work that well yet for large code bases. Will we get there? Probably. Is it getting better? Yes. It's not there right now. We literally have mandates in my work. I work at one of the largest tech companies in the world. Like we are on top of that. We know what it can be used for. I try it every week. Works good for some things, not for others. Most of the time, it's just faster for me to write it. The AI autocompletes, those are amazing. Those are amazing. I fucking love the AI autocompletes because it keeps me in the flow. And other people don't program, not everyone programs like this, but the way I like to figure out things is by doing it. So for me to figure out, okay, what needs to go where? What needs to get connected to what? What logic do I need to write? Where does it need to go? I am writing code in doing so. That's what you see me do when I stream. I'm just figuring things out as I go. I write code to keep track of my thoughts and I connect it together as I go. I take a step back and then I go, is this the best way? Now that I understand what needs to happen, is this the best way that it needs to happen, right? I can't do that with vibe coding or prompting. The AI autocompletes though, that keeps me in the flow. And a lot of the time, you know, with what the internal one that we have at work is really good. The autocomplete thing is. And I can basically autocomplete entire test files now, almost. And that's really fucking nice. But yeah, the just use AI, don't think about solving the problem. It's always going to save you time. That's just completely false. And anyone who's actually gotten paid for software engineering for more than a year would know that. Anyways, let me catch up on chat. I'd rather someone hit me in the shin with a baseball bat rather than spend all day reviewing generated code. Yeah, see, that's the other thing. Like after the flow sucks. And so even after you prompt it, even if it gets it right, you still have to go through and read a bunch of, you have to do code reviews all day. And you know, anyone who's done that, like you'll know that you don't have as good an understanding as the person who wrote the code. The person who wrote the code has the best understanding of the code. So all of that flow only for it to get it wrong half the time. And I have to like do this super min-maxy prompting with it. I have to reprompt it. I have to tell it to fix things, all just so I don't have to write the code myself, only for me to not have as much confidence in the code as if I were to write it, only for me to not have as good of understanding about the code as if I wrote it. The code base, after enough of that, the code base has grown into something that I don't even understand. And that's why I specifically mentioned large code bases. I'll say code bases that are larger than a year or two, that have been around for more than a year or two, that have been consistently built for that long. I think, I mean, obviously, like if you only spend your weekends for an hour, you know, an hour each weekend, it's not, your code base isn't gonna be that complicated after a year or two. But like, even for what I have now, like I've been working on this project for 3 years, almost every day. Like AI does not understand from like a multi-file prompt, you know, it does not do a good job. Like, sure, can I prompt it within a single file and have it reasonably understand things? Yeah, so I can, for narrow use cases, I could prompt, but the prompting flow sucks, man. The autocomplete flow is great, and I prefer to use that. And I think it produces more quality code, and it produces a better understanding for myself. I meant like use it for base of the project, bro. Then you can do whatever you want. Yeah, like I said, I specifically mentioned large projects before I started ranting. I specifically mentioned large projects. I also specifically mentioned that, hey, for your weekend project that you don't care about, it's great for that. Prototyping, great for that. Go for it. I role play with ChatGPT all night so Americans have to pay extra for electricity. Thank you. Thank you for doing your part. Bro, read the code after it generates. Yeah, I did. I mentioned that. I mentioned having to review the code. It sucks. Not only does the code suck sometimes, but the flow of doing that also sucks. I don't say copy paste just like that. I'm not even talking about copy pasting. I'm talking about working with it in your editor where it makes the code changes for you. Like I don't have to open up chatgpt.com and ask it a question. Like I've been working within Unreal Engine for long enough that I just don't need it to have answers for me. Hey man, thank you for your content. Thank you. You're welcome. I know, bro, it sucks using AI. Nobody learns anything after using AI. Yeah, there's another thing. Like the more you rely on it, the less you actually know about your own code base and the less you actually learn as well. Zahid, welcome in. Okay, done with the AI rant. I'm done ranting about AI. I haven't had a good AI rant in a while, so I got my quota in for the week. Tune in next week for another rant. Okay. Force and ability. I don't see that happening here, which is what I was expecting to happen, I think. I missed the weekly quota of AI rants. Well, rewind about 10 minutes. I think Twitch has rewind now, right? Yeah, I'm not seeing force and ability. What were we ranting about before AI? Lack of documentation and shitty shitty software. It does? I had no idea. Yeah, I mean, I think it might still be rolling out. I don't know if it's like fully launched or not yet, but I definitely got something the other day that said I have AI mode or not AI, fucking AI mode, rewind mode or whatever. I do see end ability. I do see end ability. NMQ processor canceled. True. Let me just see. Okay, we double tapped it there. This is so hard to follow. I gotta restart. I also think AI would be just exceptionally bad at game dev in comparison to other software, because it's like you really need to see what's happening in the game, right? I mean, Primogen did like a week-long sponsored by Cursor AI vibe coding stream. Like they tried to vibe code a game in a week. It was really entertaining. It was a lot of fun. But I watched like, what was it? It was like day 5 or 6. And they had SVAND on there. And I mean, they tried vibe coding like prompts and prompts worth, and it was just not doing the right thing. And like Primogen eventually had to go in there and like fix it and like actually do it. Hello? Is this thing on? How long you been building this game? About 3 years. About 3 years now. Activating ability, toggle auto. Yeah, I need to like spam it and shit. Okay, so hang on. Okay, we spammed it a bit. How many do I got in the queue now? None. Okay, so spamming is actually fine. It's like doing the abilities in between it, right? I need a target, I guess, right? Target. Oh, it kept trying. We kept trying to activate the ability, and it was blocked. Interesting. I mean, that is good. That is basically what we would want. I wonder, is it specifically with... It might just specifically be with the dual wielding. Yeah, I think it's just specifically with the dual wielding that it's broken. Okay, let's see what happens here. Let me just... I'm gonna spam the dual wield. I love his like little squatty potty. Oh yeah. That's queuing up. Far too many. Far too many. Well, there's none now. Yeah, we have too many in there. Okay, let me get rid of some of these other things that we don't need. We want animations and ability system. Yeah, so I guess we should always have two abilities activated, like the main hand and the offhand. And we don't get the multiple until like maybe here. Hello, welcome in. So what is my current... We gotta look at current anim here. Current anim. Activating toggle attack. Remove tag. Activating ability. Make this a little bit taller. Bonsoir. Is this where they start stacking up? No. It is weird that I have two in here, right? I think it's weird that I have two. What is this window with root atomuse now playing? That is the music that is now playing. Which I thought the shell skin on that fit the vibe of the channel, but I think it just has led to confusion. Okay, here we added more here as well. We added some more Q anims here. Current ability anim is valid, and next anim priority is high. Are these high prio anims? No. That's why they're not getting canceled. They're not high prio anim. Which I think makes sense. Yeah, we just have too many active... Yeah, I shouldn't be... I'm starting too many of these. I am starting too many of these. How is that the case? Let's check if it's allowed to start. Which includes is swinging, which is melee or ranged. Yeah, we do add both main hand and offhand. Last day, I did not realize what you said. Your map is 15 kilometers. Yeah, by my estimations, yes. It'll probably need to be smaller. That's probably too big. Probably too big. I mean, if I'm checking if it's allowed to start, I mean, I guess there's just like there might just be a frame. There might just be a frame where like there is no like currently. Let me check my applied tags here. Well, yeah, so this frame, even though I have a melee auto attack ability active, there is no added melee tag. Oh, I think I might know why. Do I need a tag count map? Because I don't do a tag count map when we apply ability processor. When we apply activation owned tags. Well, I guess it would be on end ability processor when we remove the tags. Yeah, I just go, yeah, so I don't check if there's any other abilities. I don't calculate which tags should be on there and which ones shouldn't. Yeah, I really do need a tag count map to properly handle that, because otherwise these situations are going to be fucko. There's going to be some fuck-ass situations. Loose tag. What is the... Let me look at the F gameplay tag count container. That is 304 bytes? What? Bro, a T-map is smaller than that. Why would I use this? Oh, there's like delegates and shit all over. Yeah, that's too heavy. We're not using that. So a gameplay tag container is already large. It's 32. So I could just do a T-map of... I mean, it would essentially need to be a gameplay tag container. I could do a T-array of like F gameplay tag and then int 32 or T-map tag counts. And this increases the size to what now? It's 160. Oof, that's so big. 80. Oh, it's 80. It's 80 large. Yeah, that's pretty big. That is pretty big. That's how big a fucking T-map is, 80? It's so annoying. Yeah, cache locality is very important for my system, so I do have to be careful with what I add. It's already 80. Hey bro, how's it going? It's going well. Welcome in. The session is going well. What are we tackling today? I don't know, just kind of random stuff. Mostly auto attack ability, but like gameplay animation, gameplay animation focused stuff, I suppose. Which game are you working on? My game. Can you zoom it a little bit? Person using phone code like ants. I do have the vertical stream on YouTube, if you're interested. Which will be better for phone viewing. Well, there's also this tag container. That's why it's 80. Okay. So I could just like iterate over all the other activation owned tags of each ability and like tabulate which ones should be kept and which ones shouldn't. But that's just kind of skirting around the fact that I need a tag count container. It's really what I need. 128 versus 116. Doesn't matter where I put it. Doesn't matter where I put it. Loose tag, yeah. So I need a change to loose tag counts to fix this issue. Loose tag counts, auto. We'll just do auto tag count. F string strong string count. I have to do from int. Probably do like uint 8. Does that make it any smaller? I don't think so. The tmap, no. We'll do uint 32 though. It doesn't need to be negative. We'll never need to be negative. Like gun game or car game. Yeah, those are the only two types of games, so that is the right way to ask that question. Neither. It is neither of those. It is an RPG Colony Sim Roguelite. Okay, so now let's like... We gotta like go in here and fix all this stuff. Contains... And I guess we're losing our tag hierarchy capabilities. I think that's okay. I'm okay with that, actually. For loose tags, I'm okay with that. I don't think I'm using the tag hierarchy at all. I'm really just using them as identifiers. Which, there's a better way to do this. Yeah, there is a better way to do this, isn't there? Yeah, no wonder the gameplay tag count container is so large. You know, maybe I could, if I got rid of both of these. Let me see. Let's go F gameplay tag count. I mean, there's probably a more efficient container. Tag count container. Which is fucking 300 and... Dude, what is in here that is making it 304? Huh? That's a lot of bytes, my dude. That is a lot of fucking bytes. Delegate maps? Yeah, no fucking wonder. Explicit tag count map. And explicit tags. It's not safe to merge explicit and generic counts. What does that even mean? Explicit. So they just do a tag container and a tmap, basically, is I think what I would be able to do. Which I kind of already have those, but for different purposes. Are you using view models when working with UI? This is Unreal Engine, so it's a little bit different. I don't think most people use a view model architecture when interacting with the UI. There are these like widgets and stuff. In tags for each tag. Oh, it's a tag container. How do I want to do this? Remove loose tags checked. How do I want to do this? I have to get all the tags. Is it worth it? Which, it's probably better to just like get the tags here. Get tags. Does it return the value? Yeah, okay, give me that. Or tag in tag if loose tag counts contains that tag, return. I might as well just do this. Hashtag contains as all. Oh, this is actually, I did this backwards. In tags, so I guess I want the tag array again. Yeah, in tag container. Okay, for each. If yeah, we have to explicitly check each one there for the multi-tag container case. In tag container tags. Has any. Okay, that's all fixed up. Okay, I think it's good that it acted as like an interface for that, because now I don't have to change it anywhere else, I don't think. Okay. Ah, I did miss a few places. I guess I need to get the key array now. Owned tags, loose tag counts. And I'm not actually adding, oh, I need to go back through. It's not finished. We're not finished. Get keys. And let's just put that into out tags. Is that doable? Oh no, it's a tag container. Frustrating. Out tags array. I can't append. Oh my gosh. I can't append with a gameplay tag array. So you're really gonna make me iterate over the array to add? Ugh. Add tag fast. Okay. Apply tag changes. Okay, so yeah, adding the loose tag. Add tags. I need to add loose tag. I mean, I guess this is where the tag counts are happening at. I need to iterate over. I hate that I have to do so much iteration. F gameplay tag. Add tag. It's a fucking tag container. Auto ref add tags. And your T array of gameplay tag. For gameplay tag in add tags. Owned tags data dot loose tag counts find or add tag plus plus gameplay tag cancel whatever that was. Okay, and then we will do the opposite for remove tags. Minus minus. Can't I get the count? Yeah, remove the tag. We have to make sure to check and remove it there. Remove tags. Tag, remove it. Okay, let's rebuild now. What are you doing? I am doing some game dev. I'm working on an RPG Colony Sim Roguelite. Okay, so hopefully this can fix our existing, like removing existing tag counts and stuff. We'll see if I did it right. Okay, let's go back in here, play. Here, we're gonna do the dual wield specifically. Let's start whacking. I would like straight up canceled my... Oh yeah, everything's broken. Oh yeah, everything's broken. Okay, I didn't do it right. Where? My tags. 66 rolling tags. Yeah, also casting and caster at 0, that should have been fucking removed. Remove loose tag. Add remove tag. Remove tags. I guess now this may need to be a count container. They see me rolling. Yeah, they do. Those tags are fucking rolling. So I guess I added a tag every frame of that roll, which I thought I was doing the add tag checked there. Yeah, add loose tag checked for the locomotion action. If loose tag counts doesn't contain it, we're gonna add that loose tag. I guess the issue might be something like the frame delay. Also, why didn't those get fucking removed? Yeah? Why didn't those get removed? I should have removed the tag. Should have removed that tag. That is the only place I write to this variable. Zero. What tag is this? Printing. What? I have what seems to be. See, what is this number? 4 billion sprinting tags. Oh wait, why does new count say 0? Wait, oh, is it because it's I didn't do uint? Is that why? Hang on, let's rebuild that. I can't imagine the frustration of making things making things work without bugs breaking it. Oh, that's just part of it. That's just part of it. That's a feature of coding. You get used to that. It was uint 32, right? Yeah. Rolling. What? What does find or add return? A reference to the value associated with the specified key. Okay, you know what? Hang on. Just stop that. Okay, I'll do this fucking... I'll raw dog it, okay? A little bit more verbose. I just want to actually step through this. Maybe it shouldn't be uint. Maybe that's the issue. Oh, you know what happens? I subtract it below 0, and then it goes to like the largest number, which I guess is 4 billion or whatever that number was. Maybe I misread that number. I bet that's what's happening. We wrapped around. Which we probably shouldn't have subtracted below 0, because as soon as it's 0. This does say 0. Rolling. Rolling is 0. We're gonna subtract it. Okay, oh god. What is it after we subtract from 0? Yep, okay. So we're basically removing a tag that doesn't exist. Okay, let's go ahead. We'll make that a fucking int. 32. Just it doesn't. This isn't doing. It's not helping us. It's not serving us. It's not serving. Okay. All right. Boot it up. Yeah, let's just check it out. Let's just check her out. Oh, yeah, I should, let's look here. What are we removing here? Okay, we're removing tags that don't need to be removed. I thought did I fuck that up? Remove loose tag. Player character. What entity is this for as well? Yeah, remove loose tags checked. Yeah, that's flipped. Yeah, I flipped that on accident, so that's why. Also how we were probably getting below, that's probably how we were getting below 0. Hero, thank you for the follow and welcome in. Okay. Okay, regular ability working fine. I notice that we are no longer in our attack stance. Okay, I should have had that going. I'm still swinging. I'm still swinging. Jesus fucking Christ. Well, oh, was I dealing damage to him from that? Wait, what? Was I dealing damage to him? Because I just got XP. Yeah, so those are still getting added to the queue. There's way too many in there. Am I fucking dealing damage? I see no damage dealt. Attributes, where are you? Where is the attribute entity data? His health is all I care about. Yeah, he was taking damage. He took damage right here. Oh, it was from the dot ability. I forgot, I put dots on him. Okay, never mind. Crisis averted. Anyways, we're still adding a ton of fucking abilities. I need to rerun it. Tactical roll. Stab him. Okay, I want to see active abilities. There's way too many. There's way too many. Applied tags. I guess I'm not, Add loose tags. I mean, I just add the tags. So that should actually, that should be incrementing. That should be incrementing. Activating ability, dot ability. So we activated. So yeah, I mean, even before we got here, there was too many abilities activated. Yeah, I'm not getting above one tag. I am not getting above one tag. Yeah, I should be, two tags should be added. Whenever we first activated that. Yeah, I see two activated, only one. There was only one. And I'll have to look into that next time. So I have to go. Who is streaming? Zed rated us the other day. Code routines for animation. Interesting. So we're gonna send you guys over to Zed, who's doing some game dev as well, albeit in his own engine, or in his own, he's just doing C++, which is cool and fun. So go tell him hello. Thank you all for hanging out with me. Thank you. I appreciate you all being here. That's all I have to say. So take care and have a good day. Bye, everyone. Bye.